Guys, I thought I'd give a picanha another shot. This time I'm going to do it in the sous vide. I'm going to sous vide it for a very long time, guys. A very long time. I've got this one over at my local HEB. It's a pretty big one. It's right at about 4 pounds. And for this rub, guys, I'm going to be using Spiceology's Gaucho Steakhouse. And let me tell you guys something. That's an amazing steak rub right there. I'm just gonna do just a simple trim. Just gonna remove. I'm basically just gonna shape it up, and I'm gonna cut some of the hard fat off the top. It's got quite a bit of it in there, and I just want to cut just a little bit off of it, shape it up, and we're gonna keep it very simple. But I'm gonna keep most of it here. Shout out to my boy Rusty Lamb. I see him doing this quite a bit, quite often. He doesn't take really any of the fat off, but he does the grid, and that's exactly what I'm going to do to this picanha right here. I want that rub to get down inside those cuts. This is going to be a fantastic cook. And we're going to sous vide this thing for a very long time. Right now, guys, I'm just applying some kosher salt. Making sure that it gets down in there. I'm going to put quite a bit of this kosher salt in it before I come over the top of that Gaucho steak seasoning from Spiceology. Shout out Spiceology. Some of the best rubs on the planet. Very coarse. They put some science into it, guys. This is the picanha right here. Nice close-up shot. Looks absolutely fantastic, guys. Into the meat bag it goes. Like I said, I'm going to sous vide this thing. I'm going to sous vide it for 20 hours. This thing's going to go into the sous vide for 20 hours. By the time I pull this thing out of the sous vide, it's going to be 100% cooked. The only thing I gotta do then is just sear it. And that's the plan for this cook, guys. Rocking the Made in Meat food saver. Into the sous vide we go, guys. And it's just gonna chill. It's gonna hang out in that hot bath for 20 hours at 125, guys. It's September 19th. It was what, 7:45 p.m. And I'm gonna rock out some chicken wings with that Circle Star brisket rub. It's an absolutely fantastic killer chicken wing rub. Get yourself some. I'll let your boy at circlestar.us, circlestarspicecompany.us. Got regular and spicy, and we're just gonna let those chill out for a minute too. Guys, we're also going to do some baked potatoes. I got a couple of these packs from my local HEB. Beautiful russet potatoes here. I just wanted to show you how long it's been in there so far. But we're gonna pull it. This is after the 20 hours, guys. This thing's cooked. You could eat it right there just like that, but I'm not gonna do that. This is the next day, and look, it's just falling apart. It's part of the fat cap, and the smell's coming out of that bag. Let me tell you. We're just gonna pat it dry, and guys, I'm putting it into the fridge. I am putting it into the fridge. I'm gonna let it cool down quite a bit before I do that searing to it. Now for these potatoes, guys, we're just going to use some extra virgin olive oil for the outside. And we're going to use that as the binder. And I'm going to just load up that kosher salt on them, on the outside of them. This is how I like my baked potato. Just salt and oil. And we'll just load it up after they come out. But yeah, I'm going to sear it in the Bullseye. Got it loaded up with some of these amazing bold Bear Mountain pellets from Bear Mountain BBQ. And we're gonna get this thing going nice and hot. Bling bling. Remember that? So there's the Bullseye loaded up with some potatoes. Get those. It's probably done in about a good 45 minutes to an hour. It doesn't take long. Bullseye cooks everything very fast. And you can tell by the way that skin looks. Internal temp of these potatoes was right around 202, 203. Next, I'm coming in with those chicken wings. Same temp. I believe it was like 375. And there's those chicken wings. Delicious chicken wings. And some of that candy jalapeno drizzled on top of them wings. Hey guys, it's time to sear this picanha. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see if this is a win or if it's a fail. And as you can see, I've got my grill grates on there. I'm going fat cap down first. We want to get that fat to start melting. Careful not to overshoot that internal temp. Remember, I had refrigerated it and it was already done at 125 internal. Obviously, I want to warm it up and get a nice good sear on the outside of this thing. And we have some searing action going on right now. Look at that beautiful caramelization right there. Flame coming up. This thing is hot, baby. Let me tell you. This thing is hot. I was trying to get a good picture right there, but the flames were just too hot. So I took it out. Rested a little bit before I put it back in. Just kind of seeing what it's looking like so far. I want to go a little more. So I'm putting it back in. There we go. Fat cap down again. That delicious fat just going down into that cooking chamber. And that's where we're at. That is the finished product. I was careful not to overshoot that internal temp that I'd originally gotten to in the sous vide. And this is what it came out looking like, guys. And that is just a beautiful color. That's the fat cap. That is the fat cap. That's the meat side. And we're going to start slicing this bad boy. And I just want you to see how juicy and tender and like butter this thing was. This is an absolutely phenomenal picanha right here, guys. Very tender, very delicious. This thing was fire, let me tell you. Look at them slices coming out, all those juices. We're going down to Juice Town right here. This is absolutely fantastic, guys. Let me tell you guys. Oh my God, look at that. I just want to do another one. I want another bite. I cooked this a while back and I'm looking at this and I'm like, yeah, I gotta do this again. My goodness, look at that. Oh, it's about to get good too. We're in the money slices right here, guys. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you guys, man, this thing was slicing like butter. It was absolutely perfect. The next one I do, I'm probably not going to cook it as long in the sous vide. But look at that little piece right there. Oh my goodness, man. Let me tell you, I'm telling you, it melted in my mouth. I'm just looking at this piece of meat right now. Hey guys, so I sliced it up the rest of the way. And that's the finished product right there after I sliced it all up. And let me tell you guys, we destroyed this thing. Baked potato. I had sprinkled some of that black tie from PS Seasoning all over the top as a finishing rub. And this was fire. Peace out.